Hey, it's Russ from the Infectious Groove podcast and YouTube channel. You probably know Hound Dog and All Shook Up and all that jazz, but today I'm going to talk about 5 hidden gems from Elvis Presley that you should hear coming right up. If this is your first time on the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you like what we're doing here, leave us a like on the video. Elvis Presley is one of those artists that for me and many other people is a huge life-changing artist. And then there's a whole section of folks out there that think that, you know, he was popular in the 50s and to some extent the 60s, and then the 70s was a downhill slide. So for me, it's very big subject that I like to talk to people about there being a lot more to Elvis Presley than most people think that there is. So today I'm going to do 5 hidden gems from Elvis Presley that I think that you should check out if you're a person who really doesn't know much more past what he did in the 60s and before that with his massive success in the 50s. The first thing that I would tell you to check out is a cut called I Just Can't Help Believin'. And this is one where I feel like any version that you find is going to be a great version of I Just Can't Help Believin'. It was originally on the album That's the Way It Is. It's heavily featured in the film, the documentary concert film, and really if you go on streaming and you look for any version of I Just Can't Help Believin', you will definitely find a fantastic rendition of the song and really kind of start you down a path of finding out that Elvis did a lot different material than you may have heard before. The second one that I would tell you to check out, and again, there are a lot of great versions of this song out there, but I do have one in specific that I think is just stunningly good. And that is Elvis's rendition of the Simon & Garfunkel classic Bridge Over Troubled Water. Now, again, you can find, if you just go on streaming and type in Elvis Bridge, you will find about 10, 15 versions from 1970, 1971. But there's a version that's specifically in the concert documentary film Elvis on Tour from 1972 that for me is the best version of the song overall. And like I say, there's not really a bad version of it out there, but for me, I would tell you, if you're looking to hear Elvis do Bridge Over Troubled Water, maybe go to YouTube and look up just Elvis on Tour, Bridge Over Troubled Water. It's the only version of the song that's featured in the film, and I think you'll be amazed at what a great song it is and what a great rendition he did of it. The next one is one that Elvis was obviously known for a lot of covers, but he did a ton of covers that most people don't even know that he did. And if you look for an album called Elvis on Stage, it was recorded in February of 1970 in Las Vegas. On that record, he does a cover of Del Shannon's Runaway that is very, very, very good. It's completely different than what I was expecting when I saw it on the track listing. And the first time that I heard it, he has the Sweet Inspirations cover the high notes, the falsetto part that Del Shannon did on the original, and Elvis's vocal on it is just fun. It shows off his band, which was a stunningly good band, and it's just a really, really fun cover to check out that most people have no idea that he did at any point in his career. Next up is one that is the most classic of classic country songs. There was a period in late 1969 through about 1972 where, with Elvis going through his divorce and so many problems in his personal life, his set list really switched over to heartache and songs of loss, and There Goes My Everything and those type of songs. But the one I would tell you to seek out is Make the World Go Away, which is an amazing classic country ballad that I don't think gets anywhere near the respect that it deserves these days. And Elvis's version of it, even if you didn't know anything about Elvis's personal life and you heard that version, you would say, wow, he was going through something when he sang that. And this is one too that honestly, you can go on streaming or YouTube and just type in Elvis Make the World Go Away, and any version that comes up is going to be gold. The last one that I want to share is from the mid-70s. So this is the latest track on the list that I'm going to share. And this is another one that really, really gives you an idea of how personal his divorce, his split from Priscilla, and the separation from his family, and really what a lonely guy that he was in the mid-70s. and there's a song called It's Midnight. Now, this is originally from the studio album Promised Land, which you can't really go wrong listening to. But again, I do have a specific version of this song that I think that you should check out. And there is a well-known Elvis concert bootleg called Desert Storm, which is a concert from 1974 in Las Vegas, and there's a version of the song at midnight, It's Midnight, on there, where Priscilla is in the audience for the show and Elvis is singing the song directly to her. And there's a lot of feeling and a lot of emotion packed into the studio version, but something extra happens when you listen to that one specific version. So everything that I've given you so far, you can easily find on YouTube or on streaming. This one will take a little bit of work. I would imagine you can go to YouTube and just type in Elvis Desert Storm, It's Midnight, and the audio will most likely come up. Or at least it will at the time of the shooting of this video. But really, you can't go wrong with any version of that song. So those are 5 hidden gems from Elvis Aaron Presley that I adore, and hopefully open the door for you to more Elvis songs. I know that if you are watching this channel, you probably have heard me go on about Elvis in the past, and if you've watched those videos, you've probably been waiting for one like this. So as I always say, I love to hear in the comments below. Please leave me a message with if you've heard those songs I mentioned before, or maybe there's some of your personal favorites that I should check out as well. No matter what, I always say at the end of these videos, thank you so much for watching.